Hello and welcome back to another episode of Quick Tips. This time I'll be showing you how you can apply Waterslide decals to your miniatures. Now for this tutorial you'll need the following items. First of all, you'll need a miniature to apply the decal to, your decal sheet, a hobby knife or scalpel, a tray with some water in there, and also a gloss varnish and an anti-shine varnish as well. Now the first task is to remove the decal from the sheet. Now I'm using a hobby knife for this. I'm just going to be very carefully cutting around the actual decal as close as you can go. Ideally, you don't want to have too much overspill. You can see I'm just applying a small amount of pressure as well with my hobby knife. Make sure you cut into a cutting mat or similar item as well, as you don't want to damage your surface. I'm just going to be applying this until the actual decal is free. So once you've removed the decal from the sheet, you want to use a wet paintbrush to just drop it in some water like so. And you want to leave it in there for roughly 30 seconds to a minute so it removes from the paper. Now whilst we wait for the transfer to be removed from the paper sheet, we're now going to be applying some gloss varnish to the area we want to apply the transfer. In this case, it's the left shoulder pad. Now I'm just going to be applying the gloss varnish over the shoulder like so. And what this will do is it'll create a really shiny surface that we can easily apply the decal to. It'll also help to remove any ghosting around the decal. So now that the decal has been left to sit in the water for roughly 30 seconds to a minute, and also the gloss varnish is dried on the shoulder pad, we can now begin applying it. So you want to use your paintbrush again here just to remove it from the water. And I'm going to be placing this slightly below where we actually want the decal to apply. And just a small amount of water on this brush will help the decal to stick, as you can just about see there. Now once we have it in roughly the position we want to use the brush then to just tease the actual transfer off the paper very carefully. As you can see here, it just slides off. Once it's removed, we can then remove the paper. And again, we just want to use a wet brush on a wet surface just to gently nudge the transfer into the position we want it to be. Then once we're happy, we need to just let the water dry for a few minutes. Now once the decal is dry, we now want to apply our matte anti-shine varnish over the surface. And this will have a dual effect. First of all, it'll remove the shininess of the gloss that we applied in the previous step, but also seal and protect the actual decal. So if you rub over it, it won't actually remove or get moved. So you want to use this as a protection layer as well as removing the gloss. With the matte varnish dry, you can now see that the decal looks a lot more realistic on the arm. It doesn't have the shiny effect and there's no ghosting around the edge where you can see the transparent parts of the transfer. So if you enjoyed this episode of Quick Tips, please do let me know in the comments below, along with any other quick tip videos you would like to see me do in the future. So until next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.